Hi, welcome to Automart here in Elsmere, Delaware. Tim Qualls along with my good friend Chris. How are you?
I'm great.
Yeah, before we get started and everything, I want to talk about these guys that opened this lot here because I'm telling you, fantastic guys. They have been buying and selling automobiles to dealers in this area for many, many years. And when I say this area, I'm talking about the tri-state area. You're talking about Mercedes-Benz, BMWs, Jaguars, Ford, Chevys, you name the automobiles, these guys have been supplying it to dealers. And when you're talking about what you guys have set up here, because it's nice now that the public can come in here and buy these cars the same way those dealers do at a low cost. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. We're very excited about having a retail spot. We have a great selection of cars, and we've been trying to find a place to do it, and we found this place. It's our home now. We're here in Elsmere. We've got a huge selection of cars, And
when you're talking about cars, because a lot of people are going to be looking behind us, you see Mercedes-Benz, BMWs, Jaguars, Maserati. You're talking about automobiles. You got that, but I don't want people to get that and put that into their mind that that's all that you have, because anybody out there, I don't care if you want to drive a Chevy, a Ford, a Plymouth, or whatever you got, you guys have it.
We have everything. We have cars from $500 to $200,000, and if we don't have it, we can find it for you.
Yeah, and that's one of the things we want to talk about, because that's what these guys specialize in. When I talk about these guys as the owners of the lot here, they're buyers. That's what they do for a living. They've been doing it their entire lives. So they go out and they buy automobiles. For dealers will call them and say, hey, I got a customer that's looking for a 92, blah, blah, blah. They go out and they find it and they run it on there. So if you want a particular automobile, I don't care, like you said, from $500 to $200,000. You're talking about Maseratis, you're talking about Mercedes-Benz, but then you turn around, you're looking at somebody wanted a black, Sebring in 97, blah, blah, blah. It's here.
We have it right there. We have a little bit of everything. We have cars for everybody. If you have $500 in your pocket, and you've had, times have been tough, you may not have the best credit, I have credit for that. We have guaranteed financing. We have in-house financing. We have credit union financing. We have 0%. We have all kinds of options.
Yeah, which makes it nice, Chris, because a lot of people, like you said, times it's a different world. Yeah, it's a different world, and so it depends on your situation. And the one thing I noticed with you guys, when customers, I just watched the example of it. Somebody's looking at a particular automobile, that ain't right for them. You're not going to put somebody out in something that they can't afford to drive.
No, absolutely not. No, that never works out. We're going to find the right car that'll fit in your budget. And like I said, I have guaranteed financing. We don't say no. We always say yes. If you come here, you have $500 in your pocket or more, I can find a car for you. You're going to leave with a car.
Yeah, and that's what it boils down to. And we're going to talk about some of the cars, because I'm in love with this. I've got a 95 S320. This is an S500. This is the
S500. With the Designo package. It's a beautiful car. It's got under 100,000 miles, and we get stuff like this all the time. We have several of these to choose from on a regular basis.
Yeah, when you're talking about that's the style of automobile, I want people to know, because you're looking at longevity. Some of these cars might have 100,000 miles on them, but 100,000 miles on a Mercedes-Benz is not even broke in.
They're engineered to go a million miles. Mercedes, BMW, Audi, these cars are actually designed from the factory to go a million miles. So 100,000, 200,000 miles. I see them all the time with 500,000 miles, and they're still run and drive like a new car.
Yeah, it just blows my mind. So, but I want people to understand, you can get into this if that's what you want to drive.
$1,000 down and some provable income, whether it's a pay stub or Social Security award letters, or even if you're self-employed and you show deposits into your checking account, bring those bank statements in, you'll leave with one of these cars.
So it's that easy?
That easy.
Yeah, okay, and that's why nobody gets told no, but there again, you might not want to drive a Mercedes-Benz. Right here, one of the most popular cars that came out, I fell in love with them when they came out, the Pacificas, and a lot of young people like them, and the older people like them. A good car.
It's a great car. This car was actually engineered when Mercedes and Chrysler were together, and Mercedes had a lot to do with the engineering and the design of this car, and you see it. If you get in the car, you can see some of the buttons are even similar to what you would see in a Mercedes.
Yeah, because I noticed in the dash, and and you got one on around here we'll talk about here in a minute, the dash get that Mercedes look and everything, the dials,
and the clock and the heated seats, and it's got the DVD player, and for $500 down, you can drive this car.
Excuse me?
$500 down.
One more time?
$500.
$500 down, and you don't get told no as long as you've got what you were talking about, because it doesn't matter. If you've want the traditional finance and want to go through the bank, you guys do that. So if you want to finance it and you don't have any traditional finance, got a little bruised credit, whatever, you guys got in-house.
best credit in the world, worst credit in the world, maybe you're somewhere in the middle, I have a financing source for all of that.
Yeah, because it just there again, once again, depends on your situation and the automobile that you want. It depends on like we're talking here. One of them $2,000 down, another one $500 down. I mean, it's that simple. So whatever you have to put down, if you want to drive that Mercedes or that BMW, you're going to have to come up with a little bit more of a downstroke.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, a Mercedes and BMWs are going to require a little bit more money out of your pocket. But you don't want to buy a Mercedes unless you can afford to own a Mercedes.
And that's what. But you guys make it, because I bought one from these guys. I'm telling you right now, I bought one from one of the buyers, and I've had that car since 2000. I bought a '95, and to this day it still runs like a charm. I mean, it's good. I want people to understand, good quality automobiles is what these guys buy.
Right. And then, we have a 24-month and 36-month warranties that come with these cars. So if you do run into a problem, you have coverage. The warranty is going to take care of it.
Yeah, and I noticed that you actually have a shop here, but you also run things through a major shop.
We have several shops in the area that we work very closely with that have the highest customer satisfaction ratings locally, and highly trained technicians, and they get things in and out real fast. We can provide service loaners if we need to. We want to make sure that our customers are very happy and not inconvenienced. Yeah,
and I'm telling you, folks, it doesn't get any better than that. I'm going to get that because I'm looking at something over here, and a lot of people, because you mentioned people that have companies, and it's important that they understand if you have a company out there, you might need a pickup truck. You might can't go down and Ford.
Trucks all over the place. I have this Ford Ranger. I have a 99 Power Stroke diesel Ford F250 here with low mileage. We have Dodge Rams. We have Chevy Silverado work trucks. We have a little bit of everything, and if we don't have it, you come in and tell us what you want, and I'll go get it for you.
Yeah, and when he says he'll go get it, I'm telling you, it blows my mind, because the guys, they're again the owners of the lot. I've seen them do it time and time again. I mean, somebody wanted a Maserati, and and within I'm not talking about, okay, we'll get back to us next year or next, within a couple days there's a Maserati on the lot.
Yeah, this is a Maserati 4200 GT. With a Ferrari V8 in it, and it's available for sale. You can buy this car for under $30,000.
Yeah, and with
Maserati.
Yeah, a Maserati, which is normally a $60,000 car.
We actually just bought a 98 Ferrari 355 Spider. Bright yellow with 40,000 miles. That'll be here this week. If you're looking for something Italian and exotic, we have it.
Yeah, and when you're talking about that, I want people to understand what's on the lot here, because we're in Elsmere. We got a very small lot. Can't get every car that you guys have in stock on this lot. There's a lot more under roof in a warehouse right now. So even though you might be looking for a Maserati and come here and it's not here right now, it might be over. It might be over there.
It's more than likely over at our bailment center down the road. We have a warehouse and a parking lot with 100 more cars to choose from. So if something's not here, it's definitely somewhere, and we can get it for you.
Yeah, I will give an idea to folks. We're going to talk about some more of fancy cars, but those, most people, I want to put people the thoughts and minds of Maseratis, Mercedes-Benz, BMWs, and that. I want to put in their minds that, here's a good example right here. You're looking for a Jeep, Grand Cherokee. This looks like his showroom just came off of it. I'm looking at it. It is as clean as a whistle.
It's a 2002 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited. I think it's got 130,000 miles on it, but it's meticulously maintained. It's got every option you could possibly put on a Grand Cherokee. I think we have it listed for somewhere around $10,000.
Now, coming in here, I want to finance that. What was that going to take me?
It really depends on everybody's situation's different. But if you came in with maybe $1,000 down, I could get you into a payment you could afford with an extended warranty, and you'd be driving that home today. Yeah, and that's important. We keep talking about that extended warranty, because that gives me that peace of mind. I want peace of mind when I drive off the lot. Absolutely. Yeah. The other thing we try to focus on, because people generally don't look forward to going and shopping for cars, and one thing that we do here is we have a low-pressure environment, no stress. As you can see, we're very easygoing, shorts and t-shirts. We don't discriminate. We don't judge anybody. Everybody's treated as a welcome guest when they come in here. Yeah, and that's important, because I noticed that, because I've been standing here on our slot as we're getting ready to do the show, and you guys are getting quite a bit of business, and you haven't been open that long and quite a bit of business, but how you deal with the customers. I watched one of your sales guys tell a young lady that she was looking at a car that
and she's asking a question. He said, "You don't want that. You don't want that," and because he knows that car, he don't want to put that car on the street. It's going to go down to an auction and get sold.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we get cars that have mechanical issues, or whether their title may be branded, or the history isn't clean. And if that's the case, we don't want to retail that car because we don't want trouble. We want to sell a car to someone they're going to be happy with and have good luck with. So then they send their friends and relatives in here. So we love referrals, and we love repeat business, and that's what we're shooting for here. There's been other ownership at this same exact location over the years, and they haven't really done that job. So it's now under new management, and we're trying to change the face of this building and this business and this location.
Well, you've changed the face of it because it looks so much better than it has before. But if you're out there and you're looking for, I don't care what you're looking for, if you're looking for an automobile, you've got them here to choose from. This one here keeps catching my eye. I'm not a Saab guy, but this is just an absolutely gorgeous car. And I'm telling you right now, you're looking at this. If you went up to a Saab dealership or any other dealership I know of, you're looking at probably $15,000, $16,000 for this automobile. Give me an idea what you guys will do it for.
This car is a 2002 Saab 9.3. Brand new. It sold probably for somewhere over $45,000. We have it listed here. It's got 100,000 miles on it. It's an 02 Saab. I think we have it listed for 11.5 or 11.9. 11.9, so it's under 12. Under 12,000.
Yeah, like I said, I know this particular car. If you went anywhere else, you're looking, because it's convertible. You got to remember that too. It's got the convertible and all that. You're looking at $15,000, $16,000 on that automobile.
Absolutely. Yeah, we try to stay way below retail. Our overhead's low here, our costs are low, and we try to pass that along. You can shop around. We encourage that. Shop around to some of the other dealerships, and then come here. And you'll see that our prices are way below, what you'll see elsewhere. Yeah,
and that's what I want to emphasize. Because go look at other Saabs, at 2002 Saabs at other dealerships, and then come back here and compare it. Now, don't go look at a Saab that doesn't have the convertible, because you might be able to find one for $12,000 that's not convertible.
Yeah, convertible's a different story.
Yeah, when you put that convertible into it, you're talking about a whole different thing. I'm looking at this, and I'm talking, and we talked about a Jeep, but if you want a sport utility vehicle, this right here, cream of the crop.
This is the ultimate. Yeah, this is a Lexus RX 300, and they speak for themselves. It's probably one of the most reliable SUVs you can buy in America today. This one actually has every option. It's a 2003. It's got 86,000 miles on it. I think we have it listed for $15,900. But I have really aggressive financing on this. Come in, with $500, $1,000 down, and you'll be driving it home today, and with a payment you can afford.
Yeah, when you're talking about that, and that's where you really, Chris, that's where your expertise comes into, is first finding a car that's right for that individual, and then getting that payment that's right for that individual. And the last thing you want to do is put something out there and the people can't afford to make the payments on it.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people have the ability to pay cash. If you bring cash here, I'll work with you. The price isn't set in stone, but not everybody has that kind of cash. So, if you have a couple $1,000s kicking around, and you've been thinking about buying a car, come down here and I'm going to find something for you.
Yeah, and then like he says, he encourages you to shop around, look at other lots. You can come in here and look what they got and go compare it to other lots. But you're guaranteed, I mean, they don't turn anybody down. A down payment starting as low as $500 down, and you drive guaranteed, and there's no doubt about it. And, when you talk about it, best payments in the area. Yeah.
The best payments around, lowest payments, creative financing, and a huge selection.
Yeah, and peace of mind. You really struck me, because I'm sitting here and I'm looking at some of these cars and I'm thinking, because I've been debating, mine's getting a little wore out and everything. I've been debating whether I should, is it time for me? How about trade-ins?
Trade-ins, we love trade-ins. If you have a trade-in, even if the trade-in isn't running, come down, maybe take a picture of it, tell me about it. We'll figure out a way to get it here. Trade-ins are just going to save you money. It's going to make your payments, reduce your payments, make it easier for you to get into another car.
Because I know especially when it comes to foreign cars, I know you guys got some great mechanics when it comes to the American-made cars. When it comes to foreign cars, though, I just happen to see him walk on a lot. I've known that guy for many years, and you guys kind of got your own personal guy. He owns his own shop, but he comes, he's down here, and that's where your cars go to.
Yeah, we try to, we have an in-house mechanic here, as well as an in-house detail shop, but we also have several other locations where we have people working on our cars for us. There are some cars that we can't work on here, and we send those out to the specialists.
Yeah, and when they come off the lot, the last thing they want to do, the last thing you want to do is hear that phone ringing and somebody saying, "Hey, I broke down somewhere."
It's bound to happen. These cars are machines. Things wear out. Cars break down. When that happens, we try to come to the rescue, so to speak. We don't want you to have any stress. We don't want you to be inconvenienced. So after the sale, it's not goodbye. We want to talk to you after the sale and stay in touch, especially if something's wrong with your car.
Yeah, because and you back it up with that warranty.
Back it up with that warranty. We have tow trucks. We have service loaners. That we can work out. We make it so that you're not inconvenienced in any way.
It's all about getting that referral business. The only way you're going to get that referral business, and I know it, is do it right.
That's right.
Yeah. And Chris, I guarantee you come down here. But before we go anywhere, we got to talk about this jewel right here, because it's a
really special car. This is a locally owned car that we acquired. It's a 2002 BMW M Roadster, very limited production. The 2001 and 2002 version of this car had the higher horsepower engine from the newer M3. It's just over 300 horsepower. This car only has 40,000 miles on it.
Excuse me?
40,000 miles. You may see it on eBay. You may see it locally advertised on Craigslist, or you can see it on our website at automartdelaware.com.
Yeah, because that's one of the things that I was going to say. I forgot all about mentioning that, is all your cars are on the website. So as you guys bring them in.
We have an awesome website. It's got credit applications. It's got descriptions and pictures of all the cars. It's a really, really impressive website. If you have time, you should check it out. It's www.automartdelaware.com.
Yeah, and then when you're going to see this fine jewel right here, I can't believe 40,000 miles on it. That is a collector's item right there, no doubt.
We had this car listed at $24,900, and I've just reduced the price to $22,900. This was a very limited production car. It's got the M3 engine in it, in the small platform. It's almost like a modern-day Shelby Cobra.
It's got kind of speed in it.
Enormous amount of horsepower and a small platform.
Yeah. Now, when you're talking about this, is this something I have to pay cash for, or can I find it?
No, I have a source of financing for this.
Yeah. So I can come in here and get this financed as well as I can get this Lexus or this Chrysler. So no matter what decision.
Financing for pretty much everything. Yeah. Just come down, or go on our website and fill out a credit application, and I can tell you in 5 or 10 minutes what your down payment would be, what your monthly payment is. I can give you a Carfax. I can give you the Kelley Blue Book. I'll give you all the information you need to make an educated decision.
Yeah, and you encourage
with no pressure and no stress.
Yeah, you encourage. That's what I like. You encourage people to go shop other places. I mean, you don't say, "Hey, just look at this car and just buy it."
There's a lot of great dealerships around here, and I just want to be part of that. I'm not trying to take anything away from any other dealerships, but I think that we do things a little differently, and I think that people will really, really appreciate that.
I think they're going to see that, because you're talking about this as being a one-owner, locally owned car and everything. And then I come over here, and I'm going to tell you, this Jaguar that's sitting back here, it's very special, because I actually know the young lady that drove this car, and I've known her for years.
Philadelphia Eagles cheerleader owned that car.
Yeah, and when you're talking about that, it's a locally owned. This is locally owned, and I mean, she cares so much about it. I mean, I know how she felt about this automobile, and you guys.
This car sat in a climate-controlled garage next to a Mercedes SL 550 and a 1981 Mercedes-Benz Corniche convertible with 50,000 miles. I mean, this car has been babied from day one, and now it only has 60,000 miles. It's a 94 Jaguar with 60,000 miles.
Yeah, so if you're looking for something that's a collector's item in itself, and something that's going to give you a lot of time and run and everything, this is really, really the automobile for you. Because I know I can't believe you guys actually got her car sitting here, because you had to do.
Well, it was time for her to move on, and she wanted the right people to market it for her. I have another car I want to show you. It's a BMW 750 Li. It's a 2006, and it's got these 22-inch Asante wheels on it. This car's just become available. It's this beautiful white car here with the white forged wheels and the staggered trim. It's a beautiful car. It's just one of many BMWs that we have available.
I'm sitting there looking at this. Is absolutely gorgeous. I didn't. You mentioned these rims. I didn't pay attention to those rims until I got over here.
Yeah,
what do you call those?
Santis. That's probably a $5,000 set of wheels and tires on that car.
Yeah, I'm absolutely gorgeous. I'm telling you. And what style is that?
Well, they're staggered. If you see down here,
that's what you call it, staggered. Yeah.
They're staggered 22-inch wheels. Staggered means that the front wheels are probably 9 inches, where the rear wheels are 10 inches wide. So the rear are a little bit wider, and it gives it that stance. You know, and some of these cars don't have the wheels and tires on them yet, but we have a wholesale outlet to put wheels and tires on cars. So if you like to customize your car, come down and talk to us, and we'll find the right set of wheels and tires for you. You know, we can get window tinting done. We do body kits. We do turbos, superchargers. We have all kinds of performance options if that's what you're into.
Now, this one might not be here because this gentleman right here is waiting on us to finish talking about it because he's getting ready to test drive it.
He signed his paperwork. He's ready to drive it home, I think. But I have a couple more available, and you know, if this is what you want, I can go get one.
Yeah, but that's an absolutely gorgeous. We're going to let him go out and take that for a ride because he's been waiting on us to do it, and we really appreciate him waiting on us.
Just get a shot of this car and just look how good it looks as he's pulling out of here.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, it is an absolutely gorgeous. I love those wheels. I didn't realize that, you know, until I started looking at them, that they got a mirror kind of reflection because the thing's spoke set back in there.
Have a painted, it's a 3-piece wheel with the painted inserts with the chrome lip, and that rear lip is a 4-inch lip. I mean, it just really makes the car. You know, that car with stock wheels looks really nice, but once you put a set of wheels on a car, it really makes it stand out.
Well, that one really stands out. And when you're talking about it, you were talking about, because these are basic Mercedes-Benz wheels here that are on the ground right here.
This car here, if you compare this S500 to the white one next to it, this is an 04 S500. We have it listed on our website for $15,950. It has the stock S500 wheels. Next to it, I have this 2002 S500. And it has these Brabus upgraded wheels, which have been painted, and it's the opposite of the wheels we just saw, where the lip is actually painted white and the center is chrome. But you know, these are custom wheels, and I can find whatever wheels, you know, if you want to do that to your car, we have options.
Now you told me coming back, I want to talk real quick if I can, because you said 15 what?
$15,950. It's a 2004 S500 Mercedes.
Now, if you go down and buy that brand new off Mercedes-Benz lot,
probably an $80,000 car. You know, a new one right now would be over $100,000.
And you can get this one for under, you know, $20,000, under $16,000.
$16,000. Yeah.
And finance.
Ready to go 100%. I can finance it. Yep, I have financing for everyone. Yeah. You could have the worst credit in the world. You could come in here with a couple $1,000s on this car and drive it home right now.
Right now, just that easy.
That's it.
You know, if you got $2,000, you want to drive a cream of the crop Mercedes. Now you're talking like you said. I know, because when you said, I nearly dropped the microphone because I couldn't believe it was that. Go price it. Go.
We're talking about $500 down on some of these cars, and I have cars for $500 down. But you got to be realistic, you know. Mercedes, BMW, some of these Highline cars, you're going to have to come up with a little bit more up front.
Yeah, but when you're talking about $500 down, we got
$299 down. This is a 2007 Ford Focus. $299 down, you drive it home.
Yeah, and that's what there again. Now you're coming into a lot of situations, especially young couples getting started in life and all. They've got a lot of things that's happening in their lives. They don't have that kind of money. I can remember when my wife and I first started going, 35 years ago. Yeah. It was everything we can. Now you've got an opportunity to come down where you're not even going to have to take your whole paycheck to put down. Where a lot of times you got to take 5 or 6 paychecks just to get into an automobile. Here's one for $299 down.
That's it. It's that easy.
Yeah, and then next,
everybody has different incomes. Everybody's in a different situation in their life, and we have cars to fit all of those situations.
Yeah, and then come right next to that, a collector's item. My friend of mine is going to see.
One Firebird, Smoking the Bandit called. He wants his car back.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I thought I saw Burt Reynolds in there earlier, but I didn't. He wasn't wearing a cowboy hat, so I couldn't tell. But $899 down, and I was actually looking through my my financial software, and with the right program, I could finance this car for $500 down. It's a 2001 Pontiac Trans Am. It's got the T-tops. It's an automatic. It's got the blacked out wheels. It's just a great car, very well taken care of, great maintenance history.
I love it. It caught my attention. I'm thinking a friend of mine sitting on the couch right now saying, "That's the car I've been looking for." That's what, because he always talks about it. He'd like to put the big bird on there and everything else.
Yeah, we can do that. We can put whatever you want on there.
Now you're talking about luxury. Now this is my kind of car right here. I like the big cars, and this you see a lot of limousine companies use these automobiles.
And there's a reason for that, because the ride. They're a really comfortable car, great road car. This is a 2002 Lincoln Continental Ultimate Series. It's loaded with leather, moonroof. I think it's got somewhere in the vicinity of 110, 115,000 miles on it. I have this listed on our website right now for $69.50. And I think that $999 down might be a little aggressive. I think that I could probably fit someone into this car with $500.
Yeah, so you're hearing what we're saying and everything, folks. I want to remind everybody we're at the Automart that's located, once again, in Elsmere. A lot of people might not know, recognize it as you're coming by because, like you said, there was another dealer here for years, and, you're not the same dealer.
We're right on Kirkwood Highway in Elsmere, where you come down the bridge after you go by McDonald's and where they're pulling everybody over. One thing I want to stress is that if you're coming into Elsmere, make sure you do the speed limit, because I don't want to see any of our customers getting speeding tickets. Elsmere is very strict with their speeding laws, and they should be, and I respect that. But just be careful. Try to stay under the speed limit when you come see us, and we'll be here. We'll look forward to seeing you.
Safety is what it's all about. We're down here. You definitely want to pick up the phone numbers on the bottom of the screen. Check out that website. Chris is down here each and every day. If you need any help whatsoever, Chris or one of his guys will help you out. No doubt about it. Chris, want to thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Tell the people to come down and see you.
Come on down to Automart. We'll help you out. It's low pressure, no stress. We've got great deals, great cars for everyone, and financing for everyone.